Customers wanting to know the difference between the X4 and the X7. They look very similar, but there are some differences. The X series was invented and came out in 1991. The X4 type of machine, this was released in 2014. And the X7 style machines was released in 2018. Between these two, we had some changes in carpet. Sebo was originally designed as a commercial carpet vacuum, so the X4 does very good on the lower pile commercial style carpeting. They had to then, when they upgraded it or updated it for the X7, they found they needed to tune the vacuum more for what people had in their homes, thicker carpets, and now also the newer plushier carpets as well. First, we're going to talk about what's the same, and there's quite a bit. Sebo says they're the world's best vacuums. That applies to both of these. They have reliable commercial grade components in each. Each one has a long warranty. If you buy this from us, you can actually extend this warranty up to a 10-year warranty. Both machines have a lifetime belt. They both have rubberized wheels, so they're not going to harm your hard floor. They also have advanced brush roll technology. They actually use the same brush roll on both of them. If you look at the design of the brush, it's made in such a way that the suction path, the dirt is swept towards the suction path. So as this is spinning, it's pushing the dirt in to where it will then be sucked into the machine. Both of the machines have the same bag type. They are both easy. They use the bags for the X machine. They both install and uninstall very easily. Have the same hose. The vacuums I'm showing today, I have the X4. This is our floor model up in our store of the regular X4. Here's our floor model of the X4 Boost. You can see it's pretty much the same except for the boost button. And then this is actually our X7. This might look a little beat up because we've actually been loaning this out for probably close to a year now. When people bring in their vacuum for service, they take this home and use it. Obviously, we change the bag between each customer, and this has been holding up real great for us. Same as the 3 onboard tools. We have the wand, upholstery brush, crevice tool, and on the front, dusting brush. What's the same is the instant use wand. You just pull the wand out and you're ready to go. That's the same on both units. They both have a soft start feature, so when you turn on the machine, it doesn't just immediately turn on. The motor kind of ramps up, and why that's important is it extends the life of the motor. They all have the automatic height adjustment feature, where they automatically adjust to the correct height. Also, they have these indicator lights are the same on both, with the exception of the boost with the brush roll adjustment button there. They both have the stationary use light, which we'll demo that here next. They both have a lifetime belt and will indicate you if there's something blocking or jamming the brush roll. We'll show that here as well. They also have an indicator that will show you if the brush is worn. It will flash. Basically, it's monitoring how much resistance it feels against the floor. So if it goes down as low as it can and it can't feel that it's touching the carpet, it says the bristles are worn down too low and you should change your brush. Also, all of them have the quick brush release right here. You just press that button, the side piece comes out, and then they both use the same brush roll and the brush is easily removed. Both have a unclogged door. This is the tightest point. It also has a turn right there. So basically, if you pick something up and it can get past here, it can get into the bag. So if it is clogged up, they both have that easy access unclogged door. All of them have a lifetime warranty on the belt. All the Sebo X4 and X7s have a 40-foot cord. All the Sebo vacuums have the combination quick release cord hook carry handle. So this can just spin out of the way, and then you can just take off your entire cord in one shot. As well as the correct carry handle for the machine is here. You can carry the machine by the handle, but make sure your latch is latched. Also, these are not really carry handles. I know you can get a hold of them there. Your primary weight point should be on the back, because these you're relying on the door clip to hold it on, and if you pull up hard enough, which I probably can't do today, it will. I have seen it where holding it by this latch, the door will pop off. So carry it from the back. Color does not change the performance or the features of the vacuum. They do come in different colors. You can see I seem to be partial to the white. I personally like the white because I think it hides marks the best. However, by far black is the most popular color when it comes to Sebo vacuums. I'm going to demo the performance difference between the X4 and the X7 Sebo. What I have here is I have an X4 Boost, and then I have two of the X7 Boosts. I'll try to show you the difference between the different types. Here we have the X4, and then we have the X4 Boost with the brush roll activator switch activated. You can definitely feel the difference in the X4 and the Boost mode. It definitely goes down deeper in the carpet. As far as the cleaning, it looks pretty close on this rug to me. But the Boost mode is also a temporary mode. As I explained, whenever you turn it off, the Boost mode always is off. It's meant to be a temporary. Turn it off and turn it back on, it always defaults. Next we're going to do the X7 Boost with Boost disabled versus the X7 Boost with Boost enabled. Next we're going to do the X7 Boost with the brush selector off, and we'll do the X7 Boost with the brush selector on. You can definitely hear and feel the deeper clean of the brush roll selector enabled on this demo carpet. Now this is not like the normal carpet in your house, it's a demo mat. When the brush is jammed, this light's going to indicate flashing and shut off the unit. Just undo whatever it is that was the problem. Turn the machine off, turn it back on. I'm going to demonstrate the stationary use light. It's a warning light that comes on when you have real thick carpet like we have here, and your brush roll, you're using the tools and your brush roll is still contacting the carpet. So I'm going to go ahead and show that now. When you're using the tools, the brush roll is going to go to its highest setting, but if it still senses a load on the brush, it's going to let you know. So if you have real thick carpet like this, you're not going to want to just leave the vacuum sitting on the floor. Notice when I tipped it back, the light turned off. And honestly, the way these tools are meant to be used, unless you have an extension hose, you really don't pull it around by the hose. You really don't leave it sitting there. These are designed to be used with you. So when I use the attachments, I always have the machine tipped back anyway, and I go around and I use my tools, or maybe I use this and put an attachment on the end to clean a couch, something like that. You can see this carpet's an extreme case of Frise carpet. Your normal carpets you find in your house are not going to have this issue, but I did want to show this feature in this video just so you understand what that blinking check brush indicator means if you're using the tools. On the other end of the spectrum is if you're using the machine on carpet and the brush roll light is blinking, it might mean you need to change your brush roll because there's not enough load on the brush. So the machine will go down to its lowest setting, and then if it sees it's not touching the floor, it'll think the brush strips are too short, meaning you need to change your brush. Again, I'm just simulating it so you can see here this brush roll's fine, but I'm going to turn it on now so you can see what I'm talking about. So you saw that brush check light come on. It may come on when you're doing hard floors, it's fine, but if you're on your normal carpet, you see that light come on, it's time to change your brush roll. All right, now I'm going to show the bare floor comparison between the X4 and the X7. The boost feature, the brush selection feature is not going to matter on this surface. You would only use that for carpet. Okay, I'm going to take you through an example of transitioning from floor to different carpets and back to floor so you can see how the lights operate for yourself. Now we're going to go over the differences. One major difference is the handle release pedal. So they kind of each have pros and cons. They say this is a breakaway pedal, meaning that if I pull this down without hitting the pedal, it won't break. So you can see here, I can hit that down and it's still okay, and it will break away. I wouldn't say that's the ideal way. It's still going to be better to put the pedal down, but it gives you a little more resilience in that clip. The X4 does not have that breakaway feature, so I am not going to test that. Oh, why not? Let's do it. Sebos have a 10-year warranty, so you can see this does not break away. However, it does have a threshold catch. So what a threshold catch does is, I'll demo on the X7, when you put it down, it just falls directly down. There's no threshold catch to go over thresholds. This has an optional threshold catch. You can enable or disable it. I never remember which is what, so I'm gonna think it's enabled here. So if I step on my pedal and as I go down, I'm gonna hit that threshold catch. So I'll be able to lift this up to go over the threshold. Or if I flip this orange tab the other way, it will then function like the X7 and go directly to the ground. So this one gives you a choice. I've had customers, They won't have a vacuum without a threshold catch. Customers who hate the threshold catch and wish it just laid down flat. And I've had customers that don't even care. So that's why we have so many choices when it comes to vacuums. But that is the difference there in the handle release mechanisms between the two machines. As far as durability and longevity, we don't see problems with either one. And definitely they have a 10-year warranty. So the X4 is slightly lower profile. This is measured at 5.5 inches and this is 6 inches. Also the front housing, this is a little lower profile. This, because of the headlight, it has a little more of a flat look. There is no headlight option for the X4s. The X7s do have the headlight option, and also it's got a little more just squared front look. The X4 and the X7 have the same bag. They have the same pre-motor filter, but where they differ is on the post-motor filter. So they both feature S-Class filtration provided by your bag and pre-motor filter. They both maintain suction as the dirt fills the bag because of that long filter tube. And then that's kind of it. The air goes in through the bag, through the pre-motor filter, into the motor, and then it's blown out this exhaust filter here. Really, you get a little bit of carbon dust on here. That comes from your motor carbons. It is not harmful to humans. But here we do add a final filter on the back. You can see this is going to capture all that carbon dust, and if anything were to get past your filtration bag, it's going to be captured in here. Another thing different about the X7 is you do have the X8, which is the same thing with a wider head. That is not available in the X4 body style. Being that the X4 is an older design and it's more close to the original X series, which is a commercial design, X4 is going to do better on lower style and Berber style carpets. They both have the squeegee blades. Bare floor, to me, bare floor performance is pretty much the same. I find that the X7 is a little easier to push on some thicker carpets, especially the X7 Pet, which I'll get to that in a moment. And then if you have pets or you have hard to clean rugs, the brush mode selector switch is a nice feature. It's not something you want to use all the time. That's why when you shut the machine off, it's always going to default to the brush mode selector being off. It is something you have to bend down and press, but it is nice. They also fine-tune the adjustment on here. I don't see a lot of difference on our carpets, but I guess it's a little less reactive than the X4. The X4 bounces around up and down, is a little more reactive. It's explained to me that the X7 is a little more delayed, a little better thought out on how it adjusts its height. Also, the X7 is more for thicker carpets. It is seem to be easier to push on some thicker carpets. They both come in boost and non-boost variants. So you can get an X4, you can get an X4 boost, you can get the X7, you can get the X7 boost. There's another model which I don't have here on display, the X7 Pet. The X7 Pet adds a carbon filter. It adds some little more suction inlet releases. So if you come in here and you look on this bottom plate, you can see there's some notches cut in that bottom plate. On the X4 you don't have that. That's why this is a little easier to push on thicker carpets. The X7 Pet has a few more notches cut in. So if you have a deeper pile carpet, the X7 Pet's going to be the easiest to push, as well as it includes some tools. The X7 Pet version also includes a turbo brush, a 9-foot extension hose, and then again that filter that absorbs odors. So again, which one of these is right for you? The best thing is to go into your local vacuum store and try them out. We'll even let you take one home to try it. Sometimes you just don't know how it's going to work on your specific carpet and flooring until you try it. I know when I took the Sebo home, the thing that impressed me the most was the bare floor cleaning feature. I always thought you had to turn off the brush to clean bare floor, but these just do a phenomenal job on hard floor, especially considering the brush is still going. If you have a lower pile carpet or Berber carpets, I'd say, or you're on a budget, I'd say the X4, the X4 Boost. If you have thicker carpets, I would definitely say get your X7 or really the X7 Pet. Even if you don't have pets, that's going to give you that easier carpet cleaning ability. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, I missed something, let me know. I do respond to the comments, also email, text, however you want to get a hold of us. Come in and see us in Ohio, in Worcester, North Canton, or ClassicVac.com. We have all the models in stock. Yeah, we're happy to help you any way we can. Thanks for watching.